Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into what is honestly one of the most fascinating storylines in modern international football. We are unpacking Norway's dramatic, highly anticipated return to football's grandest stage for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Armed with arguably the world's most lethal striker and an immensely talented squad, they are showing up not just to participate, but as the tournament's ultimate dark horse. All right, let's just address the emotional elephant in the room right off the bat here. 28, that is the number of long, agonizing years it has been since Norway last stepped foot in a men's World Cup. An entire generation of Norwegian supporters has literally never seen their national team at a World Cup. And most of the current players, well, they're too young to even remember the last time it happened. So, moving into Section 1, the 28-year wait, decades in the footballing wilderness. To really grasp the massive stakes of this 2026 tournament for Norway, we first got to look back at the extreme highs and, well, the agonizing lows of their national team history. The sheer volatility of this team's past is just incredible. Take their 1938 debut, losing to Italy 2-1 after extra time. Then, they completely vanished for 56 years before returning in 1994 under Drillo Olsen. Fast forward to 1998 and you have the absolute peak. Tor Andre Flo and Kjetil Rekdal pulling off a legendary 2-1 upset over the reigning champions, Brazil. But directly following that historic high, they plunged straight into what we call the lost decades, a brutal 24-year stretch from 2002 to 2022 of completely failing to qualify. You know, the nation's resurgence from that footballing wilderness actually perfectly mirrors the miraculous survival of their current manager, Ståle Solbakken. Back in 2001, while he was still a player, Solbakken suffered a massive heart attack right on the training pitch. The FC Copenhagen team doctor bluntly stated that he was clinically dead. He was literally revived on the pitch, and though it ended his playing career, it birthed one of the most inspiring stories in modern football management. He was essentially reborn to rebuild his national team. And Solbakken achieved this national rebirth by completely modernizing Norway's tactics. He totally shifted them away from Drillo Olsen's 90s system, which was this highly pragmatic, vertical long ball approach that basically bypassed the midfield entirely. Instead, Solbakken brought in a modern, high-pressing, possession-based 4-3-3 or 4-4-2 hybrid system. It allows their creative players to actually express themselves while keeping a rigid defensive structure. All right, on to Section 2, a perfect qualifying campaign, unprecedented dominance in Europe. Let's look at how this tactical evolution translated into a truly historic run for 2026. Norway secured a flawless 8 wins in 8 qualifying games, but the number that absolutely jumps out is 37. They scored an astonishing 37 goals while conceding just 5. This unprecedented dominance was really punctuated by a legendary performance at the San Siro, where they went in and absolutely thrashed 4-time world champions Italy 4-1. Now, the absolute engine behind those 37 goals is Erling Haaland's terrifying efficiency. He tied Robert Lewandowski's all-time UEFA qualifying goal record with 16 goals. But here's the kicker. Lewandowski took 10 games to hit that mark back in 2018. Haaland, he achieved it in just 8 games for 2026. He is arriving at this tournament in the absolute form of his life. That brings us to Section 3, Norway's Golden Generation, the anatomy of a threat. Because, as we all know, it takes way more than one man to win a World Cup. Beyond Haaland, we really need to break down the rest of the squad. First off, you've got an elite attacking duo with Arsenal captain Martin Ødegaard pulling the strings. He racked up 7 assists in qualifying, feeding Haaland perfectly. Then you have absolute physical dominance with the 6'4" Sander Berge anchoring the midfield. Out wide, there's explosive creative quality from 20-year-old Antonio Nusa, who people are already calling the Norwegian Neymar. Plus, you're getting massive attacking contributions from fullbacks like Julian Ryerson, who chipped in 4 qualifying assists of his own. But hey, let's keep it objective here. We absolutely have to acknowledge their severe vulnerabilities. Their defense is incredibly frail. It's totally untested against elite world-class attackers. There's also a glaring overdependence on Haaland for pure goal production. On top of that, Martin Ødegaard's fitness is a massive concern. He dealt with recurring knee injuries throughout the entire 25-26 season. And finally, there is a complete lack of major tournament experience. Not a single current squad member has ever played under the immense psychological pressure of a World Cup. Which leads us perfectly into Section 4, surviving the group of death, the ultimate trial by fire. Those weaknesses, yeah, they are going to be put to the absolute test immediately. Because Norway has unfortunately been drawn into the undisputed group of death, Group I. They have a monumental mountain to climb. You've got France ranked first in the world, heavy tournament favorites with unmatched attacking depth. Then Senegal ranked 14th, who are incredibly athletic, highly tournament tested, and former 2002 quarterfinalists. Norway is sitting right around that 29th to 31st mark, in an elite attack, but very much the ultimate dark horse. And rounding it out, you have Iraq, the lowest ranked in the group, making an emotional return after a 40-year absence. This leads to the absolute critical question we have to ask. When Norway faces France on June 26th, can an untested defense actually handle Kylian Mbappe? Can 35-year-old goalkeeper Ørjan Nyland and that backline withstand the world's most terrifying attack? Because if they collapse against that kind of speed, their elite attacking duo might not even get the chance to save them. So Section 5, the Ultimate Dark Horse 2026 Tournament Outlook. Taking all of this into account, the historic form, the tactical evolution, the brutal group draw, let's look objectively at how far this awakened sleeping giant can realistically go. Despite being in the group of death, the data actually favors them heavily. According to Kalshi's data, there is a massive 84% probability of Norway advancing to the knockouts, compared to just a 16% chance of a group stage exit. This is partly thanks to the expanded 48-team format, so the math is very much on their side if they can just hold their nerve. And the betting markets? They are absolutely reacting. Bookmakers are terrified of a purring Erling Haaland arriving on this stage. They've slashed Norway's outright odds to win the entire tournament all the way down to 28-1, firmly confirming their status as the ultimate dark horse. I'll leave you with this final, chilling thought from Haaland himself. I feel this is the start of something big. With a world-class striker, an elite playmaker, and an inspiring manager at the helm, we really have to ask ourselves, is 2026 just the peak of a golden generation, or is it the terrifying awakening of a brand new footballing superpower? Thanks for joining this explainer, and definitely keep your eyes on Norway.